Okay. No worries. We can start earlier, guys. No problem. I just placed that timer to be there to actually, start when I wanted to start. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the breaking news again. And I guess you already know, looking on the background there, that after 2 weeks of Facebook destroyed Golf Clash, or let's put it the other way around. Golf Clash forgot to implement the new update on the Facebook. At least that's what I heard as rumors on the Facebook, but we'll never know because they never give us why this happened and how they fixed it. Okay, so more details we have from our correspondent, Serious Sam, that it's we're gonna call him and see if he knows more about these kind of things. And yeah, let's bring it up. Oh, not the prompter, buddy. Too many buttons to click around here. It's nowhere easy to actually maintain a studio like this. Okay, so let's bring him up and see if he knows something. So let's call him. Hello, Sam.
Hello, Radu. Hello, everybody out there in Golf Clash world.
How are you doing? What's up with the Facebook? Apparently, the guys that they can log in today.
Well, they did actually. Yeah, we got the little notice saying that Facebook, after 2 weeks, as you mentioned, of frustration and anger on the part of Golf Clash players, rightfully so, it has been partially restored. As in case, just to recap and refresh everybody's memory, not that you probably would need it, but just about 2 weeks ago, the Facebook link went down during the first day of the Winter Major. Players were understandably extremely upset, especially since they were locked out of Golf Clash during one of the four major tournaments that they have every year. And as you can expect, Golf Clash blamed this on Facebook, saying that their app was removed due to violations of terms of service. I can't speak for everybody, but a good portion of the players that we've received feedback from don't believe that for a minute. We believe that Golf Clash is just pushing off the blame. But be that as it may, they have restored part of it, as I'm sure a lot of people in the chat have mentioned, especially Matt from Erlich Gaming, that the coins have been restored, the logins have been restored, but we're still waiting on the icons. We're still getting the nameless faces.
Yeah, the avatars are missing there. We're all looking like the same, right?
I believe, just to let you know, I just took a look at my Golf Clash account on my tablet, and it looks like my icon is back. So maybe they have started to partially fix that as well.
Oh, really? Let me actually do that as well. Let me close the app. Restart it. That's even a more breaking news, because that wasn't fixed until before we started the stream.
I am seeing my logo, so that is good. And of course, we still don't know what the compensation Golf Clash is going to offer the affected players, but we're still thinking, we're wondering whatever it's going to be, is it actually going to be worth it? My money is actually on just having them give us coins like they do for every other problem, to say, we're sorry you're having an issue, here's 180 million coins, or here's 1 million coins, keep playing. I think it needs to be a very big piece of compensation.
Sorry for interrupting you there, but I think they said, with that in mind, we'll be reaching out directly to all affected golfers in order to make this right. And it's actually everybody. We all were affected, right? Not just the guys that couldn't actually log in on the game. That was even worst case scenario, especially if they played their major and their clan was in C100 or I don't know where it was. But not just the guys that couldn't connect and didn't play the major, and also the mini, because they missed the mini as well. It's also that, some guys were actually counting on those coins, those free coins from their friends, to actually be still able to play some tour play games or some tournaments as well. Sorry for that interruption, Sam.
That is quite all right. We do have some stuff pouring in in the chat on YouTube, and we have some ideas about compensation. Pinky does say you should get a king chest with 1,000 down and one cards. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do for the compensation for everybody. But as Radu and I were having a discussion about this, we thought about, well, this was a very big bug, but what are some of the other in-game bugs that Playdemic and EA have known about for over 6 months, have instead decided to release new courses rather than fix the old bugs and the glitches in the game? So I'm sure some people are going to have seen these. If you have any other ones, you can certainly let us know. But one of them is the club bags not showing the correct clubs after switching during tournament play. That was done on stream I did with Radu at one point, where if you switch the bags, then you bring them back up, it doesn't show the correct clubs for the bags. I'm sure this doesn't affect anybody's gameplay, but the point is you still want to have your gameplay be smooth.
Well, imagine if you have the next hole where you are specifically looking for a no moving target. That's the worst case scenario, right? And you're looking at the bag and you're seeing, oh, I'm having quarterback. And when you're going inside, oh no, I am having the APOC card instead. I'm having the APOC bag. And that's going to screw you up very, very shortly, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and as long as you're aware of it, it's good. But the point is, it still shouldn't be there. Another thing that we've noticed, and this was one that was pointed out by you, is when you bring up a replay, the yardage showing is not correct. I know I personally have had issues where you bring up a replay with the sniper and a P1 ball, which should show a maximum of +5. And it's showing +8 or more yards where it shows the target, which it shouldn't be doing. That's obviously a glitch. Another big one that I think this affects absolutely everybody and is very frustrating is perfect shots aren't registering as perfect. I personally was on Hammer and Hank's stream the other day, probably maybe a week or so ago, and he hit a ball and it showed great. Then he went back into the replay, he took a picture of it, zoomed in on it. The needle was clearly in the yellow where it should have been a perfect shot, and it showed great. And I know you have a theory on why that is doing that. So
yeah, so I think the synchronization between your gameplay and their servers are actually not in sync, and that's why sometimes you're gonna hear me that that was a great shot from my end, as I released it on the great, and it actually registered on perfect. And we had this quite a while. And yeah, it's very frustrating when you try to hit perfect, and when you release, you're just gonna see the needle just swaps to a different place, right?
absolutely.
And there's
Here's
more,
another.
right?
There's more. There's more. There's one more thing that I think everybody needs to know out there. Something that Radu did bring up in our Telegram chat, but I think everybody in the Golf Clash community needs to be aware of is the privacy settings. I'm sure you all know and have seen and have run into and gotten behind those signs and those banners that they have out there that say Playdemic. And they're probably starting to show some ads, which, the signs and the banners are annoying enough, but the ads are even more annoying. But you can turn those off.
Can you show
and I
them?
didn't know if everybody knew that. So you want to bring up my tablet?
Yeah. You're up.
Okay, I'm not seeing it on YouTube yet, so I'm sorry. There we go. So, by the way, as everybody can see, my logo is up at the top, so I am seeing that back now. I don't know if
Yep.
everybody's seeing it, but at least mine's there. So, if you click your little gear in the top left-hand corner, you go here, you select privacy, you'll notice that it'll say EA in-game targeted ads, and I have declined mine. Now, I do believe that it's going to be different. You're going to see something different for anybody that's in Europe because they have some additional secure privacy settings. There are two options there.
Yeah, I can bring my up. So there's it. Oh, it's actually behind you. There's mine, where I have actually two of them. I have also third-party targeted ads. I think because it's a regulation in the EU, where we can declare that we don't want any data from our side to be actually captured. So you can definitely go in the settings in privacy and make sure that you have those set to disabled. If you want to have ads, that's your problem. But I think some of guys that have OCD and are very hard to be actually really focused over there. But one ad on that banner can screw them off.
And I would completely agree with that. The next big thing, which I want to bring up since I've got my tablet up there, is actually cheating. And I want to know honestly, is PD really concerned about cheating? We're really wondering since personally I've played against opponents that went out of bounds, which includes the water, and then the next shot is on the green lining up for a wedge or a putt. So just to show you, because I do have these saved in here, which I did report this to Playdemic, someone that I was playing on Tour 10 the other day. And
I saw another one, but like a few days ago when somebody took a shot in headwind where it wasn't absolutely impossible to do it, and he went through in the tournament.
Oh, in the tournament. Oh, geez, this definitely wasn't in the tournament. As everybody can see, he's trying to make this shot, and he's trying to bounce it off of the cliff, and there's no way he's going to make this shot. There's just no way, even with maximum overpower. So he tries. God bless his soul, he tries. Now, I don't know if this is a real person or a replay, but
it definitely shows that he's going out of bounds.
Definitely
right?
shows he went out of bounds. Now, here's the best part. We go back and we see after that, this was his next shot that he had. He's lining up for a wedge shot with his rapier, which obviously should not be happening. I don't know, once again, if this is a glitch on Playdemic EA's side or if this is the player cheating with a cheat, but the point is I sent in a ticket and they said, we'll get back to you. That was 5 days ago, and I do understand that they've been probably trying to work their butt off to fix the Facebook issue, but a small acknowledgement would have been nice to say, look, we looked into it, it's our problem, or the player was clearly cheating, and we have banned the player.
Well, now they definitely can see this video and
absolutely. So
hopefully we're gonna comment down below in the comment section.
Now here's the other thing too. We were actually about this, and other than the bugs we just mentioned, we were thinking, what can Playdemic or EA do to improve the game besides what we just mentioned? We do have 3 suggestions here, and I'd love to hear from people in the chat about this. First of all, Radu basically mentioned, which this should be a no-brainer, but I believe we still have to call it out to let people at EA Playdemic know about it, is if you have to do maintenance, please, for the love of God, do not do it during a major or an 18-hole tournament. It should be done on the Monday after the 18-hole tournament and before the 9-hole mini starts on the Thursday. That would be the best time to do it when you don't have to worry about playing in a tournament, and it'll give you 3 days to fix a problem. If you do the maintenance and it still needs a tweak, you got time to fix it. The second piece is don't release Checkpoint Challenge during 18-hole tournaments. I know this was a big one last time where they released it right in the middle of the tournament. Once again, I believe it should be released on the Monday after the 18-hole tournaments and before the Thursday when the 9-hole mini starts. That would be the best time to do it. Last one I have here is, and this was something that somebody else came up with. I'm not sure if it was Pinky or Terry or somebody else in our chat, but the cards in the shop. I can't tell you how many times you go in here and you look and you can see them on my tablet, where I've got 2 that are maxed out. Now, my personal opinion is that they should have cards in there for all 3 slots for clubs that you're looking to max out. If I understand if you're going to have them all maxed out, that's fine, but I've still got a whole bunch of epics on my big account that's all the crap ones like the Boomerang, like the Jungleist, that still need to be maxed out, and I would love to buy cards for those, but...
Yeah, I'm seeing that you already bought for Boomerang, for example, right?
So, at this point, I bought 2 cards last night to get that to level 6. I think that they should have cards in the shop for any clubs that you should want, that you still have yet to max first. I think that would be a great idea to do. And to the last point, we're going to say we do have other ideas for improvements and game ideas, but I think we're going to save those for tomorrow. And you're probably all wondering why. Well, Radu's going to tell you, and I am going to get back to my job. And everybody, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sam. That was Sam. So why tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? We're gonna play, pro and master as usual. Normally it was scheduled for today, but it was actually postponed for tomorrow because we're gonna have it doesn't need any introduction really. We're gonna have Tommy on the stream tomorrow playing with us some pro. And if you want to ask him questions, you can also leave them in the comments below or place them in the chat. I'll make a list and we're gonna ask him live tomorrow. Also, you can ask him any question, even what his favorite sauce in the tacos are, or what he did in the morning, or and of course, if he gonna miss the shot, then he's definitely lying. But we're gonna see that for tomorrow. And guys, thank you all for being here. This is Rado on news, and happy golfing. Bye bye.